Hey everybody, welcome to this Trilogy Challenge edition of Is This Disc Right For You? If you haven't heard of the Trilogy Challenge, make sure you go to trilogychallenge.com where you get to play an event or even host one where you get to play with 3 unreleased discs from Dynamic Discs, Latitude 64, and Westside discs. For this segment, we're going to talk about the Westside Sling, the mid-range disc for the Trilogy Challenge. Eric, tell us a little bit about the profile of the Sling.
Well, the profile on it, it's pretty flat for the most part. It's got a nice deep dish, so to speak, and a pretty good sized bead on it. So if you're one of those players that absolutely loves having a bead on your mid-ranges that flies fairly straight, this is probably going to be exactly what you're looking for.
Well, as we know, all kinds of players from different skill levels play the Trilogy Challenge. So let's take a look to see how it throws for myself in AM and for Eric McCabe, a pro. All right, so for me, the Westside Disc Sling. I was throwing it probably about 80, maybe more like 90%, and boy, it threw really straight. A little slower than some other mid-ranges I've thrown, but I kind of like that. I like it. It feels like it has a little more control with my type of throw for sure. What about you, Eric?
Yeah, I got to completely agree with you on the slightly slower factor, but it is, in return, a lot more controllable of a disc. Mm-hmm. So you can really manipulate the flight of the disc, meaning you can put it on just about any angle that you really want it to fly on, judging off the arm speed and if you want it to fly like a big Anheuser shot or nice and straight. For me, I was throwing it nice and straight, maybe a slight hyzer, and it was flipping to flat and flying relatively straight away from or toward the basket. And when I was throwing back toward you, it was more of a tailwind uphill, so it held that nice hyzer line the whole time in the tailwind.
All right, well, remember, this is the unreleased disc. You'll only get to play with it if you join a Trilogy Challenge. So make sure you go to trilogychallenge.com, look for an event near you so you can try out the Westside Disc Sling. Thanks for watching this episode of Is This Disc Right For You? What we do for these episodes is we go out in the warehouse and we grab these discs right off the shelf and we take them out to the field or out to the course and we throw them. Now, sometimes we get a little bit of scuffs on here, a little bit of wear and tear, but nothing big. But we don't feel right putting them on the shelves to sell. So what we'd like to do is we'd like to give these away. So if you're watching this on YouTube or on Facebook, go to the comments, leave us some comments, share and like the video, and then I will randomly pick a winner. All right, so get out there and give us some comments, and thanks for watching.